Okay, welcome back. I am here to do the scar tutorial now, since that video was way too long to do one video. Now, I'm going to be doing scars, which is what I usually do for my Netherlands cosplay when I do it. Because he has a scar right here. Wait, I have the right side. Yeah, right here. I forget that my thing's not mirrored. My camera's mirrored. Okay, so for the scars, I'm going to start out with liquid latex to give it the texture. Because it's a lot easier than doing the school glue way. It's thicker and it's like stickier, tackier. And a lot easier to work with. And I'm doing a smaller one this time, so it's not going to be as... It's my expensive stuff, so... Okay, again, the color that I use for this is by LA Colors. It's my stick. I use the cheap stuff because, you know, I only use it for cosplay or tight occasional zip, which I don't even do. I just use it for cosplay. So there's that, and then there's this Mehron Fantasy FX cream, and it is a cream. I mean, it comes out as a cream. So what I'm gonna do is take my liquid latex. I'm just gonna I'm gonna do this right next to my other scar, just so it's easier. I'm just gonna dip my Q-tip in it a little bit on my Q-tip. And I'm gonna do the same thing that I did with the skull glue, but it's gonna be a lot more dabbing. And this, you really want to lay down a lot of it, but not all at once. You want the first layer to dry a little bit, and then add more. And don't be afraid to pull it up a little bit, because you will get some really cool effects. In this, you really want to, like, dab. Just keep dabbing at it and building scar looking tissue. Let go. And take the dry ends that you weren't dabbing with and touch it and pull it up. Just really go at it until you get... Now you can do this with the skull glue, it's just, it takes a lot more patience. See? So you get a real nice raised effect. And once that's dry, this is going to be a little harder to blend because it's right next to this other one. So I'm just going to take this, which is just a little cream, it just daubs on, I'll show you in a second, and just daub it over it. And this is what's going to blend the dried color of the liquid latex into your skin. It's going to cover it and make it not look orangey, because the liquid latex starts looking kind of orangish, like yellowish orangish, after it dries. And then you're just going to rub that in and blend it with your finger. So you can actually blend your skin. So you want to hit what's not covered in this as well. It's okay to to go back to it. Definitely go back to it. And since that got really close in there, I'm just going to go in with my Q-tip and blend. I mean, you can use a Q-tip to blend, but really it looks better if you blend with your own finger. But this is going to be really close to my other scar from earlier. So you get a softer blend. It looks more airbrushed if you use a Q-tip versus a more skin-like blend. Now, if you're doing it on your face and you're like my really feminine friends that do the full, powder, concealer, layers of makeup that I know nothing about, they might want to use the Q-tip or something to blend it. But if you're doing this on your arm, or you don't use makeup like me, I use my finger, just blend it in, because it looks better that way if you don't use the concealers. So anyways, you get the color of the liquid latex hidden. That's what that layer was for. If you don't cover all the color of the liquid latex inside, like in the middle, like where your scar is going to be, that's perfectly alright, because it'll just add to the discoloration. Okay, and now I'm going to my Mayron. I got this at my local costume shop. Wonderful, wonderful costume shop. And you know what? I think I have enough to do this out of the lid. Seriously. It's a complete waste to leave it sitting in the lid. I'm just going to take my Q-tip. Usually I'll squeeze this out on my finger, but it's in the lid, because I usually get way too much. So this is a little bit darker color than my skin tone. So it's going to create a real nice, let me show you my burn scar. A nice discoloration. See right here? That's an actual scar that I got from reaching over an iron. So you see that it's a little discolored, so but they do tend to be a little lighter in the middle, so if you want to just go straight discoloration, that's fine, nobody's going to notice. But if you want to go around the outside, like not the very outside, but just around the center part, so the center part looks lighter, that is perfectly okay, because that's actually how scars usually look. And then if you get anything that looks really like it needs to be blended in, go ahead and use the other end of your Q-tip. There we have our natural looking scar. It pales a little in comparison directly next to like the fresh wound, but this way you can see the difference of how they look. Maybe no. Sorry, this is a little difficult using my webcam, but anyways, you can see the difference between the two. The one's really bright and really, this is scabbed over. This is, fresh. The other one is this has been here a long time. It's healed, but it's still misshapen, it's still discolored, it still, looks like a scar. And this one is the one that I would use for Squall. Not the one I would use for Leon. I would use very scabbed over, more of a pink discoloration. So I would do like the outer bit and not do the scabbing on the inside. I would leave it pink and discolored, because a really deep scar is going to be like that. This is more of a surface scar, like a big scrape. You got, this, if you leave off the center that looks scabbed, like if you do that in a darker purplish color, that's going to be like what Squall's or Cypher's scar. I don't know which way I'm going here. I need reference to do those. Anyways, but like a deep scar, like somebody got cut deep, and their scar tends to be purple for a long time. You can use that, but if it was just a topical scar, like a scrape or a hit, then I use or a really, really old scar, I use that. And you can go anywhere in between. These are just my extremes that I do. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and you should check out my friends and I's channel for a lot of Hetalia stuff. That's Hetalia Crack 101, all one word. And I will post a link to that in the description. So thank you for watching. Bye.